back to another Mama Tried party prep with me. So today we are going to be prepping for my daughter's 5th birthday, which is 5 is a vibe. So we're going to be doing everything from shopping to cooking to DIYing to putting it all together. So let's go ahead and go. First, we are starting off at Costco. Have I ever started another party prep video without Costco? So I did have to pick up some other things, but from my last party prep, somebody commented, we don't want to see stuff that's not included in the party, so I didn't include it this time. I just fast forwarded it. But I got some apples and strawberries and blueberries and grapes for our little fruit trays. Luxie requested fruit trays and sandwiches. That is her jam, and some chips. So that's what we did. So I always get my fruit from Costco because they just have the best fruit for the best deals. And I'm also using my Apple Watch as a mom of two. This is a game changer. If you don't use your Apple Watch, if you have one, I may make a separate video on how I use my Apple Watch as a mom. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to see. I also pick up utensils and cups and party things at Costco too. So I got those cups. Like I said, I was making sandwiches, so I picked up some turkey and some Hawaiian rolls from Costco as well for that. And I got cheese at another store because I couldn't find any cheese that I wanted to use for the sandwiches here. So me and Luxie and Link, who's on my back, we made it through Costco. That was my first stop, and next stop is going to be Fresh. Here I say that my total is $202.90, and that was for party things, but also things that I needed at home. So I stopped at Fresh by Brookshire's to pick up some cupcakes, some Sprite for the punch, and I think that was it. My mother-in-law is going to bring the sherbet for the punch, and my husband picked up chips the next morning and waters, so I didn't have to worry about that. Now we are at the dance studio to set up Luxie's 5th birthday party, so it's just me and the kids for now. In just a little bit, Abby is going to join us. She just came to drop off some bounce houses that she was letting us use. I did originally rent an outdoor one, but then it was going to rain and it did come down. So I'm really glad that Abby was able to bring some smaller bounce houses that we could put in the other dance studio. But she ended up staying and helping me, which was such a blessing. Thank you, Abby, if you are watching this video. Thank you, thank you. So she set up the bounce houses and she entertained the kids a lot. And she basically did the balloon arch by herself, which I am so thankful for her. Seriously, it would have taken me so much longer to do this on my own, which that's what I was expecting to do, but her coming and helping was just such a blessing. So I am putting together these little arches that I got on Amazon. I will link everything in the video description. I'm going to use these time and time again. Lincoln's birthday is in July, so I'm going to be doing another party prep with me for his birthday too. So get used to seeing these videos because now I'm going to have double the content because I have double the kids. But these arches were really easy to put together. I also got some covers for them, and my plan all along was just to have the arches, put the covers on, get some sort of cutouts or cut something out with my Cricut or Silhouette, whatever I have, and do a balloon arch around it for picture taking, because what's a party if we don't have pictures, right? I have thrown quite a bit of parties at this point. I've made a lot of different balloon arches and done a lot of different things, and you would think that I would have everything perfected at this point, but honestly I don't. But I have found out how to do it on a budget, because whenever you've got 50 plus people to feed and do things for and whatever, you can still have a really nice looking party and not spend like $2,000 or $3,000 like Instagram makes you believe that you have to do, because you don't. So let's seriously normalize having budget friendly birthday parties. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still spent a pretty penny on this birthday party, but we also had a ton of people come and we had so much fun. But this party looks like it would cost a lot more than it did because I didn't hire out the work. I did it myself. And yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it for my babies because I don't know how many birthday parties my kids are going to want. When are they going to be too cool and they want to go do something with their friends? I don't know. So I like to go all out and make the memories. I get all of these little trinkets and things like this from Hobby Lobby, sometimes Target, and sometimes Amazon, just depending on what I'm doing. So I just showed all of the little party decorations that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. I got the balloons on Amazon, and I think I already said this, but if I didn't, I'll be linking everything just like I do in every video in the video description, so make sure to check it out so that way you can find the best deals because y'all, I am an over researcher. I spent way too much time looking at all the different reviews for those arches and the covers and everything else. So just believe me, trust. Anyways, that little pop and go tent thing that I just showed to put Lincoln in has come in so handy. I originally got it for when we go to the beach, but y'all, I have used it for a dance recital. I've used it for setting up for Lexi's birthday party. It's come in handy. I really love that thing. Anyways, everything is coming together and looking so cute so far, but since this video is fast forwarded and you can't hear anything, you can't really hear how overstimulating it is for me because Lincoln is basically whining the entire time because he's teething. Lexi's just excited, so she's blowing balloons and singing and screaming and having the time of her life, and I'm just stressing out over nothing and everything at the same time. So, and since it's fast forwarded, it makes it look like we did everything in an hour, which is so laughable because it took me the entire day between shopping and setting up, and then the next morning I made the food and yada yada. But right here I'm making all of the little treat bags. I always get confused about these because when you look them up on Pinterest, people will spend a ton of money on these little treat bags, but all this stuff ends up getting thrown away. I thought maybe I could have them DIY their own sunglasses, and I'm like, 5 is a little young for that. Maybe, the beads will get all over the floor and Lincoln will eat them and choke or something. I don't know. But the treat bags ended up being so cute and they had so much fun. There were glow-in-the-dark tattoos, bubbles, a little stress bouncy ball thing, and slap bracelets in them. And for the boys, I did... there was something different that I put in the boys. I can't remember, but I just made it just a little bit different. It didn't have the slap bracelets. It had something else. Anyways, I got this little table runner thing, and all the tablecloths, or some of the tablecloths, I have back from whenever me and Stefano got married. I purchased all of the tablecloths then because I've been a DIY girly from the beginning, y'all. I just didn't have a YouTube back then. That would have been a fun DIY your wedding with me. Anyways, if I were to hire out all of this work, I really don't know how much it would cost me, but I know that it would cost a lot. So I am so grateful that we have a space to throw parties and the ability to do all of these things. It's just so fun. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's fun. This is the little present table, and this is me and Abby just trying to figure out how and what way that this looks perfect, which I feel like this part takes forever. You're just rearranging balloons over and over and over again. Not really pictured, we were using some string to tie the balloon arch to the back of these little cover things, so we were pinning the string into the back of the covers that are on the arches. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Anyways, this little balloon situation came from Amazon, and so far I've really lucked out with it. I've purchased probably 5 different balloon sets from Amazon for different events, and I've lucked out pretty much every time. Now, don't get me wrong, I read and study those reviews, so if you are questioning any of the links that I put in the video description, don't worry about it, y'all, because I've spent way too much time worrying and researching and wondering myself until I found the perfect product. So, is anybody else like that? Is it just me? Okay, cool. I'm just obsessed with the little flower balloons and the disco balloons. They are so much fun, and I think we might reuse some of the disco ball ones for Lincoln's birthday party, which is going to be one happy dude because he is my little happy dude. I'm so excited for his first birthday, y'all. I don't know if we're going to do it here or do it at the house. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but it's coming up really soon, so I need to figure that out. Also, I would love to hear from y'all in the video description of how much do you spend on your kids' birthday parties or on a party in general, And do you do it at your house? Do you do it at an event place like a pool? Or what do you do for your kids' birthday parties? I would just love to know, because I'm nosy like that. But anyways, see how long that this balloon arch was taking us? I swear it took up the majority of the setting up for the birthday party. And I'm also just now realizing that me and Abby match. I think I was wearing a navy colored shirt and she's wearing a black shirt, but what are the chances? That's so strange. Anyways, you just got to trust the process, because look at how cute that whole photo situation is. And there's like a fun little light in the background. I just think that the vibe is vibing, okay? Now I'm just setting up some tables and I'm going to throw some tablecloths on them in just a minute. But I just remembered I've totally forgot to show y'all that I made custom coloring sheets for all of Luxie's friends. And that's something that I did, I think, for her second birthday party too, her tea party. And it's so easy. You just go on Canva and you can create little coloring sheets with the kids' names on them. So they're custom, they're cute. I think I did like flowers for the girls and like maybe a van, like a groovy van. And for the boys, I did like some kind of skateboard situation with their names on it. And that was such a hit. They really enjoyed that. And just a fun activity for them to do, low cost, and they can take it home with them, and it's custom. So just an idea for you if you're looking for some kind of activity for the kids. Obviously, the bounce houses were a hit. They played on them the entire time, basically. But the coloring sheets were also super fun. Now I'm just kind of sweeping and putting the little ties on the gift bags, and whenever I got home, that's when I made the coloring sheets and printed them off and prepped everything for the next morning. And this is the next morning, so now I'm prepping the food. First, I'm going to make some fruit dip, which is Luxie's favorite. It's just marshmallow cream, cream cheese, and Jello mix, just a little bit of Jello mix. I ended up putting too much in this actually, but you can use whatever flavor you like. We love the strawberry. And it is so good and so fluffy and just easy. So we just mix that all together. And I love those little fruit and veggie trays that I got on Amazon. I got them years ago, but they are so nice. They hold up so well and they clean up good. But I just like to put the dip in the middle and have like my fruit around. I've always done vegetable trays and no one ever eats them. So I'm not doing it anymore. I'm just going to do 2 fruit trays every time, because the fruit always gets eaten. The vegetables are cute, but they never get touched. So I'm just not going to do it anymore, y'all. So look at how fun these are. They're so beautiful. I love fruit trays. They're healthy. The kids love fruit. I just cut up all of the apples and put them in lemon juice and water so that way they wouldn't turn. And now we're here. So I'm just setting up everything and putting the little cupcake toppers in the cupcakes. And that little cupcake stand was so cute, but it kept falling over whenever I would put a cupcake on it. So I ended up going with these other little trays. And I'm just like laying out all of the food, setting up. Luckily, our friend Ross came early and he brought ice for the waters, because you never know if somebody's going to like punch or not. But Luxie requested punch, so we just did ginger ale and sherbet. Jackie, my mother-in-law, was bringing the sherbet, so I didn't have to worry about that. And whenever I make these little Hawaiian roll sandwiches, I make them like cut them completely in half, make all the sandwiches, cut them up, and put them right back in the bag so that way I can take them wherever they need to go. This is basically the last thing I was able to film before people started showing up, so I wasn't able to show you guys like the punch or anything like that, so sorry about that. But everything was so cute and set up so nicely. And these bounce houses, y'all, they saved the day, because they fit in the studio so well, and I just might have to purchase some. I mean, they're small, but they saved the day. And I feel like it's pretty inexpensive. It probably costs the same amount to rent one. But this is the balloon arch. Everything turned out so cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in a month for my son's party.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time.